Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it would be fun to walk you through my digitizing process. This video is the third of 3 process videos for this print. This video will walk you through how I digitize and finalize everything. I already posted the lettering and watercolor videos. If you missed those, I'll have a link down in the description box below if you'd like to check those out. As a bonus, I will be giving away this printable for free to email subscribers. Simply head over to www.snowberrydesignco.com/jolly2017 for your free printable. I'll have a link down in the description box below if you're interested. First, in Photoshop, I'm just going over and adjusting the levels. I want to make sure this is totally black and white before I pull this into Illustrator. I'm taking the black eyedrop tool and clicking on a part of the word where it's supposed to be black but isn't totally black. Now I'm going to take the white eyedrop tool and do the same exact thing, except I'm finding a spot that should be totally white that isn't. This looks pretty good, so I'm going to save it as a JPEG file so I can open it up in Illustrator. Now for the watercolor elements. I've made a copy of this in a second layer. I'm going up to Image, Adjustments, and then down to Replace Color. You can see on the right hand side of the preview that it's a little bit grainy, and that just means that part of the scan doesn't have a totally white background. And I want the background to be totally white so that the next step will be a little bit easier. I'm zooming in quite a bit so I can see if there are any areas that need cleaning up in Photoshop before we open this up into Illustrator. This looks pretty good, so again, I'm saving this as a JPEG file. I know a lot of artists who prefer to work in Photoshop or prefer Illustrator. I've used both, and for this video, I just decided to use Adobe Illustrator. Now that this image is in Illustrator, I need to trace the images. Right now, this whole thing is one big image, and I can't do much to edit it. I need to trace everything so that I can easily make changes to the lettering. You should play around with the different settings for your artwork, but for this video, I decided to go ahead and click the Silhouettes preset. Next, I'm going to hit the Expand button so that I can ungroup these images and edit. Now I'm just going through and seeing if there are any spots that need to be fixed right away. We'll go in and fine-tune in a little bit, but for the most part, this looks like a really clean trace, and I won't need to do a ton of cleaning up, which is nice. Trust me, that is not always the case. With 2 and B, I want to go in and sharpen those up. So I'm just using the Direct Select tool, which is the white arrow. This will allow me to select each individual point along the outside of my letter and to make any small adjustments I need to. B just needs to have a little bit more space between the B and the E. Next, I'm opening up a new document. This is where the finished print will go. I'm making this file 8.5 by 11 to make it easy to print out. I'm just going to select the parts I want to drag into my finished print. I'm grouping this as one image, and then I'm going to go in and center the words to my artboard, which will center the image on the print. After taking another look at this, I'm noticing that the letters on Season are having some spacing issues. I'm taking my Direct Select tool again and just highlighting the letters that I need to move, and then I'm going to use my arrow keys on my keyboard to slide those over just a bit. That looks better to me, so I am going to go in and clean it all up. I'm using a combination of the Direct Select tool and also the Smoothing tool. I don't want to go too crazy with the Smooth tool just because then the lettering will lose its imperfect quality, which is something I actually love about the hand lettering. Next, I'm going to follow the same steps with my watercolor elements. So because I didn't know what preset to use, I'm just playing around with the settings a little bit, and that first one was not what I wanted it to look like. The second one is taking a minute, so that's why the screen went black, but it all looks pretty good. So I'm going to hit expand, and you can see that it expanded like everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit any of the white spots in the background that I want to get rid of, and then just push select, and then same and fill color, and that will select any of the other background pieces that I may have missed. So you can see that I've got this piece over here that I missed, so I'm going to do that same thing and just hit select, same, and then fill color and press delete. So this one I'm resizing, just playing around with placement, trying to figure out a place to use it because I love how this element turned out. There's just not anywhere that's making a ton of sense as to where to put it, which makes me sad because I actually really like how this turned out. So now I'm dragging this one in, doing the same thing, getting rid of those background pieces, and just resizing and trying to find a good spot for these. Now to make a copy of that first one, I'm just holding down the Alt key, and then while I'm holding that down, I'm clicking and dragging over the top of that little sprig. It's easier to just click and drag and easily make copies rather than try to copy and paste a bunch of times. So to mirror this image, I'm using my right click and then hitting transform and reflect. And then in the preview, just making sure I like how that's looking before I push OK. I love these little leaf elements, but then I remembered that I have some holly leaves, so I'm going to try those out next. Hoping I can use that berry element, just still not working. Now I'm just going around and playing with the different sizes. I really like how those holly leaves look, especially with those cute holly berries. So now I'm just filling in the spaces. I don't want to go crazy with the elements, but I think they add a fun little touch to the print. And now I think that looks really good, so I'm going to go ahead and add my handle, which is Snowberry Design Co. on Instagram. And there you have it. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love to know what videos you like and what you want to see more of, so please let me know in the comments down below. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I post a new calligraphy video every Monday and a new watercolor video every Wednesday. And sometimes I post extra videos like this, just for fun. Thanks again for watching. I hope you have an awesome day.